Friends, join us! We have a spectacle!
Also, it took 3 months to build, so I don't want to waste it.
I give you the War Wolf!
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. A word of the wise, and of course you are wise if you're watching this channel. If you're wrong, and you know you're wrong, you're lying, don't yell. Also, that just makes you wrong and annoying, and nobody wants to be that person. If you are that person, you look like this. This is what being wrong and also yelling looks like. It's terrible, terrible look. Jill Biden, of course, the witch, Lady Macbeth, who's keeping Joe Biden running, even though she knows that her husband is literally in total physical and mental decay, sounding like a third grade teacher talking to her kids about potty training.
You did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
You answered every question. It's a terrible look. It's a horrible look. If you're wrong, don't also yell about being wrong. You end up looking like this. It's just awful. So, ladies and gentlemen, Democrats are wrong and in a complete panic right now because what they are seeing from the political landscape is loss after loss after loss after loss. And so they're going to get desperate, just like any rabid animal that wishes to try and extract a little bit of blood while they are cornered, and they're going to lash out. And even CNN, paid CNN commentators, are straight up admitting that this has been a historic win romp for Donald Trump. Did that rhyme? Romp for Trump? There we go. Are you sick of winning?
I'll take another political view of this. I was thinking about the last 30, 35 days or so. I'm not sure any presidential candidate in modern history has had the incredible run of luck of Donald Trump. I mean, from the moment he got convicted in New York on a case that broadly unified the right, and he got his big cash infusion, to the debate implosion of Biden last week, to now we know from the Supreme Court ruling today, he's not going to see the inside of a courtroom outside of sentencing in New York before November. He is on an amazing luck. Democrats were hoping the month of June would totally change the trajectory of this campaign, and it did. Now they're in a nosedive, and they have no idea how to pull out of it. He is on an incredible winning streak right now, and his campaign, 30 days after getting convicted, is in far better shape than it was.
So you can see, of course, the prickly CNN anchors and commentators there listening to that and like, on fire. They have nothing left, man. They have nothing left other than to be wrong and to then yell even louder about how wrong they are. I expect for the next 4 months simply lies and screaming from the left as they descend into pure and total chaos. Here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great example of this. Kamala Harris tweeting less than 24 hours ago, Donald Trump would ban abortions nationwide. President Joe Biden and I will do everything in our power to stop him and restore women's reproductive freedom. Okay, so this is a message that Kamala Harris has said many, many times. Now, I have the proof that this is all a lie, but here's what's wonderful about our current modern era is that it's actually harder to lie than ever before. It's been really easy to lie, actually, when there was centralized power with just a few media companies, and you just had to hope and pray that those media companies did the fact-checking. But now, especially on X, the fact-checking has been democratized into something called community notes. And Kamala Harris got a community note from the surface of the sun. It was so scorching on this one. President Trump has repeatedly said he will not sign a national abortion ban, according to CNN, the BBC, ABC News, the New York Times, Truth Social, Donald Trump. Elon Musk responding, he clearly said he would not do this in the debate, which he did. We'll play you that clip in just a second. Kamala Harris getting completely and totally roasted for this. Let's just click on like one of the links. Trump says he won't sign a federal abortion ban. These are the links that get attached to Kamala Harris's little post on X here. So everybody who shares it also shares these links, showing that Kamala Harris is a fat, despicable liar. Trump declines to endorse national abortion ban. He says limits. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can go to Truth Social, to Donald Trump's own words, where he says it. Okay? So no matter what you think of it, you should be thrilled that politicians who lie for power get put in their place. And Kamala Harris is being sat down on this one. When will politicians, or at least the intern who runs their accounts, learn anything? That lying on this platform doesn't work anymore. Kamala Harris getting completely torched by Elon. I gotta give that a little bit of extra love right there. A little boost. Thanks for clearing that up, Kamala. She could use the community note. Well, there we go. I mean, now she's got the community note. Get the note, Vice President predictive text. Look at that. The note is going more viral than the actual, the community note is going more viral than the actual post on X. Ooh, you have been shamed. I love this platform. People saying it's so proven false by community notes and by the corporate press, actually. Love the added context. Kamala Harris, stop lying. Kamala gets fact-checked. Ooh, baby. When you feel like you have to lie to get the votes. Yeah, the desperation is here. The mask is off. The liars are being exposed, says Catard. It's glorious to watch in real time. Yeah, the bus has now officially collapsed. This is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Good for you, Elon. Good for you, Elon. Most politicians are shameless. They just don't care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, really important for us to add our own context. This is something that just happened. I mean, it makes this particularly more egregious, Kamala Harris's lies, because we just saw this on Thursday night.
Well, the Supreme Court just approved the abortion bill, and I agree with their decision to have done that, and I will not block it. And if you look at this whole question that you're asking, complex but not really complex. 51 years ago, you had Roe v. Wade, and everybody wanted to get it back to the states. Everybody, without exception. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives. Everybody wanted it back. Religious leaders. And what I did is I put 3 great Supreme Court justices on the court, and they happened to vote in favor of killing Roe v. Wade and moving it back to the states. This is something that everybody wanted. Now, 10 years ago or so, they started talking about how many weeks and how many this, getting into other things. But every legal scholar throughout the world, the most respected, wanted it brought back to the states. I did that. Now the states are working it out. If you look at Ohio, it was a decision that was an end result that was a little bit more liberal than you would have thought. Kansas, I would say the same thing. Texas is different. Florida is different. But they're all making their own decisions right now. And right now, the states control it. That's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in the exceptions. I am a person that believes. And frankly, I think it's important to believe in the exceptions. Some people, you have to follow your heart. Some people don't believe in that. But I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I think it's very important. Some people don't. Follow your heart. But you have to get elected also. And because that has to do with other things. You got to get elected. The problem they have is they're radical because they will take the life of a child in the 8th month, the 9th month, and even after birth. After birth, if you look at the former governor of Virginia, he was willing to do this. He said, we'll put the baby aside and we'll determine what we do with the baby, meaning we'll kill the baby. What happened is we brought it back to the states, and the country is now coming together on this issue. It's been a great thing.
What an unbelievable answer from Donald Trump. What a unifying answer from Donald Trump. It is something that is a supercharged issue, something that obviously a lot of people have a lot of feelings about, and we have, of course, have our feelings about it, but this is a huge country, and the purpose of the striking of Roe v. Wade down at the Supreme Court is that there is, of course, no constitutional right to murder your child in the Constitution. In fact, the Constitution begins with saying that we are all entitled to life. The first thing, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, life. So like, clearly abortion is unconstitutional. Now from a state level, let the states decide. And then just like a lot of laws, go live in the state that like fits your particular moral whims on this issue. Of course, I would argue that there is no moral argument on behalf of abortion. And that's why I live in the state of Florida, obviously, that has restrictions on grotesque, barbaric, and demonic practices like this. This is what Donald Trump was talking about when he mentioned post-birth abortion, which is what we call it.
Exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother.
So that's him talking about what would happen if you had an unwanted pregnancy that came to term. That's the question. What would happen if you had an unwanted pregnancy? Oh, okay. There's no other way to describe that than like the banality of evil and grotesque. So Donald Trump doing the work of rightly framing Joe Biden and the left as extreme radicals on this issue, and as himself as the leave it to the states, let the people decide, which is far better. I know there's a lot of people that argue with Trump on this, but it's a far better result than the Supreme Court that takes out their gavel and says abortion forever till the end of time in America, and that's somehow read into the Constitution as a right, when the exact opposite is true. So, boom, massive victory for Trump, massive loss for Kamala Harris. The liars get punished, and we're gonna win. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, can't happen fast enough. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.